last episode of 2007.
It's
Tucker,
over.
how are you doing?
The story is over, buddy.
So
I'm so happy.
I don't want to shit on it too much. Like I was saying to Tucker before we went live. But man, do I think that main event was structured like garbage. Like, it was so bad.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's worse, the match, which I thought was really bad, or the fact that it seems to be getting really good reviews.
Dude, I've seen so many tweets this morning that are like, well, like, yeah, the run-ins were, like, bad, but the match before that was, like, the greatest wrestling match I'd ever seen, dude. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
To be fair, I haven't really seen that match because all of the highlight stuff is focused on the run-ins.
It was a WWE main event.
Well, their match last year was really good. What did you think? Because here's to get a beat on whether I can trust your opinion on this year's version. Didn't you shit on last year's match? I feel like you did.
I thought it was fine.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Okay, well there you go.
Yeah. So maybe I would like the first half of that. But God, like, it's literally like I've talked about the sterilization of WWE for like 10 years. And the fact that they're literally just doing entrances in the middle of the match. There was a point when I was watching the highlights where Cena and Rock were staring at each other. And I was like, these two men are not in this match. Like, we're doing a whole 3-minute segment with two people who are not in the match.
Well, you have to realize, buddy, that constantly with WWE, their biggest stars are from 20 years ago.
But that's not true.
We always have to bring them back.
Literally, the point of this match was that your biggest stars are these two guys.
Nope. The biggest stars were 20 years ago, man. We're living in the after period.
I don't even think that's the problem with it, because I have the same issue with the Usos stuff. They also got their Trons played and had a full fucking entrance. Like it's like, it literally was like, oh, I guess I'm off to interfere in this match. Hello, guys. It's like, it's so sterile. It's so sterile.
Yeah, the Undertaker shit is.
The Undertaker one was arguably the best one, because it was only there for like 10 seconds.
Yeah, and then he noped out, and he took The Rock with him.
Which was based, actually. I know that you say that, yeah.
I don't know if that was supposed to be the takeaway, but the lights come back on and they're both gone. Too, yeah. I'm like shit. He took him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think like there was pretty clearly at one point some plans to get Steve Austin there, and he clearly didn't want to fucking come. So we got Undertaker.
Are we talking about the main event? Yes. Yeah, I don't know. It just, oh god, that was awful. Was it? You watched most of the shows. Did they do the same shit where, like, between the matches there was 5 minutes of adverts instead of anything of value?
Oh, well, no. I guess because whatever the Canadian version of the network is comparable to Peacock Premium Plus or whatever. So I got to see the video packages instead of the ads.
The video packages are ads, aren't they?
Oh no. So if you don't subscribe to the highest tier of Peacock, instead of the video packages, you get more ads.
But wait,
I messaged you this during the first night. Oh. It's insane.
I'm sure the video packages are just ads though, aren't they? For WWE stuff. They're literally just, look how scary Nia Jax is every week. Watch Raw.
Yeah, I mean, kind of.
Okay, were there video packages not related to the show?
No.
How long were the in-between segments then? They can't have been that long. You're not going to show a fucking 6-minute video package for Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton.
They did like a 3-minute one, I think, or something.
So match ends, celebrations, 3-minute video package, and right into the next match.
No. It would be like, match ends, do 2 minutes of celebration, cut to like 2 minutes of ads. Cut to,
So there are ads.
well, yeah, they had like yes, and then there's more ads instead of the video packages. I don't know how I'm not following this right now, but
sure, I get it. So, but there's like the video packages aren't most of the in between segments. If we got like a 10-minute in between I keep increasing it, so we'll go back down. 5 minutes of in between match segments. Only like 2 of those are video packages anyway for the actual matches, and half the time WWE are just running like, you know, here's some dude buy our merch, which is just an ad, right?
yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
So it's all ads.
It's all ads, yeah. It's all bullshit, is what I'm saying. It's terrible. It's crap.
Oops, all
That's
ads.
too long. It's just video package, match, advert, video. Right, okay, cool. So it's, yeah. I mean, the point I'm trying to get at, is it any better than the Rumble? And the answer appears to be no.
No, not in terms of structure. Not at all.
All right, okay. Because I don't know. Because the fact is, the main event also felt like a product of that. Like I mean, I've had this criticism a while. Again, I don't want to shit on it too much because people are really enjoying it right now, and the show is clearly hot as fuck. So clearly the audience is enjoying it. But I just feel like they have gotten to, like I said this to you the other day, it's not about wrestling for them anymore. It's about stripping down to see how little they can get away with while still pumping the product full of monetization.
Yeah. Yes. And that's become even more apparent with every single match having its own individual sponsor. Those sponsors taking up the spots on the ring, the little ring apron Tron or whatever, and the barricade Trons.
Yeah.
So in the main event of night 1, at least, it was this big ass bright blue like American home security thing or something. It was fucking ridiculous looking.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. That whole show, I think, is very tricky because I mean, there's a lot of good on there as well. To be fair, it's just yeah, the product is so broken right now, which is a shame.
Yeah.
Suck.
No,
you cut out a bit.
Oh, I was just saying. I was like, oh, they just kind of suck, but you know. No.
Yeah, but it's not all like their talent recruitment department's really good. Their agents are still really good. The costume design is still really good. The set design is still really good. I mean, there's a lot that's right there. It's just, I don't know. It's so weird that it's not that they forgot. That's the thing, is that never tribute to malice could easily be a tribute to incompetence. But I don't believe that they don't know how to book a wrestling show. I have to believe that it's because it is more financially viable to do something else.
Well, and also, like, I think if you...
It's also easier.
Yeah, and also if you want to think about the things that have changed, like moving towards more of a sportsy, I guess, presentation, even though the in-ring stuff is still not at all that.
Is it that? I mean, I don't know if I agree with that.
I feel like they're moving towards being more UFC-like.
Maybe UFC though. I mean, I haven't watched UFC in like 5 years, so maybe they've moved in this direction too. But like UFC realize that the reason why you're watching UFC is to watch the fights, right? So they never like yes, there would be stuff in between, but only because you cannot have a 5-match card be fighting all the time, right? So there would be stuff in between, but a lot of it would be analysis and like interviews and video like there wasn't a lot of just like random crap that was going on in between the fights. They knew that, like, and also like UFC cards, sometimes they were really short. Like there were times where it would just be like an hour and a half get in, get out, because people like, you know, there's like a middleweight match on the main event. It's like, that's not going to last long, so we're not going to keep you guys. Here it is, and then you can go home. Yeah, I don't know. I don't buy that from them. I don't buy this whole. And I've never bought it. I think it's bullshit. I think it's been something people have been talking about for 20 years. Every couple months, it's like, oh, they're changing their product. It's like, no, they're not. They don't do that. That's just not how it works. Product changes come gradually over a period of a long time. There's not some meeting in the back that are like, we're going to do ROH now. You'll be there 5 years later and realize, oh, we've become ROH now. Like, it's not, you don't do it on purpose. It's just a result of the culture changing and the personnel changing.
Sorry. What do you think about the Paul Levesque era, as the children are calling it?
Again, I don't know what to believe as to the exact structure of the exact structure of the company and things like that.
I just meant, what do you think about calling it the Paul Levesque era?
Sorry, but again, all that matters is that an era has to involve some sort of significant change. I also, like, people have been saying he's been running the show for like 2 years now, as well.
Yep. But the Paul Levesque era started last night. Yeah, that's right.
Sure, I get. I mean, it's well. I don't understand why you're so opposed to trying to market change. I think that's a reasonable thing of doing. Like, people find some level of satisfaction in, like, okay, this is different now. This is new. You do it. You tried to paint last year as some sort of new beginning for the women's division because it's neat to put narratives together. Like, it's just
real.
Human brains are designed to recognize patterns. So
I guess
it's also it's a 10th Mania, right?
It is. I guess you're right.
Yeah. So
yeah,
and it is in a way. I mean, like I said, these two guys are, like, very signifying of a different time, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, oh. I don't know.
I think about it, they lean heavily with sponsorship while the match is ongoing. Yeah. It's hard because I still feel like something's just rotten. That's not just.
That's not just the scandals.
I mean that. Yeah, I mean, I understand why that's a big deal, but it doesn't necessarily play into my evaluation of the product. But I think something is rotten. That's not just, hey, we're trying to get as much money as possible. I just think there's something. I think what it boils down to, probably, and this is a bit more speculation, is that it's just easier to book a show like they do now than it would be to book it properly.
This not the, like, exact continuation, though, of how takeovers were booked last decade.
No. Takeovers were like completely the opposite. They would only put the necessary fluff between matches. Takeover for me is the actual legit opposite of what their shows are structured like right now. I guess maybe not the complete opposite, but, like, they're on the other side of the spectrum. Takeovers would literally be just about the matches, which is not how these shows are being. I guess, again, I think maybe it's weird because I thought you would recognize the same things as me because you don't have a huge attention span, but I feel like you don't actually necessarily see my problem, where it's like, if I'm here to watch wrestling and you're making me sit through 6 to 7 minutes per match of non-wrestling, I'm just going to turn the show off. And that's my continued problem with these shows. The main event has its own problems. The main event has a new problem. But the main problem with the show is that they are doing long segments of nothing between the angles. Sorry, between the matches.
Yes. Okay. Yes, they are, especially for a live crowd, right? Like,
I don't even. Well, I do. I mean, the live crowd thing is important, but that's not what the criticism I'm making at this point. Because all I'm making is a criticism about me watching the show. That's that. Like I think you're right that there's a live crowd angle to it, but that's not really my problem right now. All I'm saying is that me watching the show as a non live crowd viewer, it's awful because like again the length of time between matches hasn't changed in this period, but they're now not doing anything in between them. And I'm not necessarily saying that the length of time is fine, but it was better when they were actually doing things in between the matches. But now they're not. So my problem isn't necessarily that, oh, they should be doing lots of angles on this show. Because I don't necessarily believe that. But if you're going to not do angles between your matches, then you have to reduce the amount of time that it takes between your matches.
makes sense.
Because in-ring time hasn't really gone up either.
Yeah, no, not overall. Like, I think there are a few matches that get to go maybe a little bit longer than a normal Mania. Like, because like I want to say like a normal big match of Mania is like 20 minutes or so.
But it depends on the guys in the match, right? There were longer matches as well.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, man. Triple H and The Undertaker went for an hour.
Yeah. It's true.
They really went for an hour. Yeah. I don't know. I think overall, not great watching.
I can see if I point back then, at least the company would provide something like an angle to provide something to further the pay-per-views matches or something to look forward to on the next Raw or SmackDown. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's not necessarily my favorite style of show, but if you're going to have long periods of downtime between matches, then you have to have something happening, or else I guess maybe I do see your point, Tucker, with sports, where it's like,
right? It's like we're here for the matches or to sell you shit. That's sports to me. It's like we're here for the thing or ads.
Well, there's analysis before, after, and in the middle of a sports game that they don't do in this. But at the same time, it's not like that analysis is hugely valuable to a lot of the time. So, but like that also to me is different, because I would I can get on board with like, okay, you're not actually supposed to watch this show during the halftime. I'm okay. I'm all right with that. I'm down. Like, I do that in sports too. But that's in a context where it's like I show up to watch a sports game and I watch 45 minutes. And then I can take a 15-minute break from the show. I can come back and watch another 45 minutes and then be done. And that is just about palatable to me. If they were like, okay, you're going to have to show up, watch 45 minutes, then to take a 15-minute break, then to watch 45 minutes, then take another 15-minute break, and do that over and over again for 4 hours. It's like, well, I'm sort of like, I'm watching entertainment. I'm like here to watch a show. Like, and also it's not that, is it? It's worse than that. It's like, here's 20 minutes of what you're here to see, then a 10-minute break. Here's another 20 minutes of what you're here to see, then a 10-minute break. It's like, well, there is like, there have been lots of times throughout history where watching wrestling after the fact is like better, sure, but never before has it been so much better to watch a show not live. Like, this is by far, like, there is no way in hell that if the product stays the way it is right now that I'm ever watching a live WWE show ever again. Because like, any benefit I can get from watching that show, I can get afterwards, and it is leap years better than watching it live. Miles better.
For so many times, especially when like the Hall of Fame segments and stuff like that came up, we're on the live stream. I was trying to skip ahead, and I was like, "Oh yeah, right. Fuck."
Yeah.
Because I just don't care.
So I there also might be an American sports thing there, because like I said, in European sports, you're getting one break in the middle of an event, and that's it.
Yeah, American sports is like, you got 8 minutes of what you're here to see. All right, we're sending you for like 6 minutes of ads. See you around. We'll be back. It's like, oh, fuck. Yeah.
So I think it's rotten. It's rotten to the core. And yeah, like I said to you after the Rumble, I was like, okay, because the Rumble was only my second show I've seen in this style. Right, because we complained about it last year at Mania.
Paul Levesque era.
I mean, it's hard. Honestly, it's hard not to connect the two. Right, if it is to be believed that he's been running the show roughly about 2 years, then it's it is kind of his fault. I guess I see what you're saying with Takeover. Maybe it's in the same like style, but he just understood way more the like balance of. What's the word? The balance of match to angle ratio that you need.
Which is weird because they were both on subscription services. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, so you've already paid for entry.
Well, I guess the argument, you're still trying to make money off of other things, right?
I guess so, but I was just meaning to say, like, NXT wasn't all fucking ads.
Yeah, no, there were no ads, but like... That's because at the time, I don't think it was being viewed as like a hugely monetizable show.
They probably just didn't think that, like,
they were filming in front of like a 300-person audience who got free tickets and
because they went to the fucking school and shit, right?
Yeah, and also like. I think even when it got big, it was like, yeah, we can probably sell out these 10, 15,000 arenas. But even then, it wasn't really about like making tons of money. It was a developmental show. It was about getting these kids, getting a mixture of these kids and these indie fucks ready to work a hard camp.
Indie vets,
yeah. Which, I mean, again, we could have debates and arguments for years about whether or not the indie fucks needed a product like NXT to get ready for WWE. Certainly now, no, because no true indie has survived COVID. So anybody who's coming into WWE has been in a smaller version of WWE, which is the only thing that's left in the American scene. So yeah, now it's completely useless to do that, which is why now it's just a third brand. But yeah, I don't know. Either way, WWE's fucking stupid. It's bad. It's terrible. It's fumbling so much of what it has right now, which is an incredible roster still, an incredible amount of money, and the ability really to do whatever the fuck it wants, and it's still just not producing anywhere near the quality that it was doing, even in 2016.
It is absurd, I will say, how many fucking eyes it feels like there's on that product right now, though.
Oh yeah, no, it's super over. It's incredibly crazy. Over.
It's like I have had I mean, I sent you fucking I've had friends who have not been interested in wrestling at all. I had a friend yesterday ask me, we were in a call at 1 a.m. He was just like, did Cody finish the story? And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? So it's like, oh my god. I've had a friend who's not interested in wrestling see some of that stuff and then jump to fucking SGW Uganda. And it's just constantly sending me the Uganda clips and being like, this is real shit, man. This is real wrestling.
Yeah. Which I get. That's why I don't want to shit on it too much, just because it's inevitable that it's undeniable that it's super over. I just think that's largely in spite of itself in some ways, because of the fact that they've just stumbled across a very, very talented crop of people. They've also stumbled into a post-pandemic landscape, which has helped them in a lot of ways.
Greatly.
They had that. They also had the Saudi deal over the last 10 years that has hugely changed the way that they monetize their products. Right, one show for 10 people in Saudi Arabia is more money than they could make doing a whole year of house shows. Right, so there's which
I think is also informed. I mean, I think it was always natural for eventually for somebody to realize that hey, the US attendances are down across board. I guess not for WWE anymore, but so I guess they're kind of making a solution to a problem they just don't have anymore. But taking the like major events and stuff like that to different countries and shit like that. I forgot the fuck my point was, where the fuck we came into this from. Those ideas were related in some way, though. I don't remember.
Sorry, which ideas were related?
Whatever the fuck we were just talking about, I have forgotten. And taking
the Saudi deal.
Oh yes, thank you. That's probably informed the decision to take the show on the road, like the major shows and stuff like that, to different countries, to sell them to different countries.
Yeah.
It's not the money of Saudi, you know what I mean? Like, not at all, but that concept of like, jump over here and extort the local government, and then we'll jump over here and extort the local government.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there'll be some sort of verified reporting that can prove me wrong on this, but I'd be very surprised if the French Tourist Board was paying for Backlash.
That might be fair.
I imagine that that's more of a reaction to this upswing in popularity and a slightly different business direction that the new leadership has, where it's like, okay, well, we are currently experiencing an upswell in popularity for wrestling and for WWE, so let's go and give, you know, your European territories some exposure in order to make sure that gets solidified, right? You've got a generation of people who've seen a pay-per-view in France, and you know, next time we run tour shows there's more people that can you know, there's the word of mouth spread, and you know, just having a presence in a country is gonna make it so that it's a lot easier to grow there.
NXT worldwide model.
Well, that's, yeah, the NXT one was weird for a lot of reasons, but that's a longer conversation to have. Certainly it's a lot easier to just take your product into a location than it is to build a new product that specifically caters to that location.
Yeah, around a bunch of people that, like, in theory, the fans of your brand do not care about, as they are not on that brand. You know what I mean? Like,
yep. No, 100%.
It was the same thing that, like, AEW had kind of threatened to do with All In last year, where they were like, should we just fill it full of random, like, British indie guys that we get to come in and work our guys? And the British fans were like, no, fuck you, don't do that. Just run a show here, please.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, do you have any other thoughts about Mania? Then we can book our.
No,
can book our
let's do that shit.
All right. Mr. Kennedy is the WWE champion.
Mr. Kennedy is the WWE champion, yes. The intro's already in.
Oh, okay. So, this show, Orton and Kennedy have to find their way to a match. Essentially. So how do we want to do that? Are you thinking, or are you quiet? Have I lost you?
I was like, could Mr. Kennedy have proclaimed to be the best Hardy Boy?
Okay.
Randy Orton says, no, I just did that.
That's too much of a meme.
Yep, fair.
Yep. My official idea is it's not. I don't want to do it because it's like, it works, but it's too. I've done it too much, which is just Kennedy comes out, cuts a Kennedy promo, and then Randy hits him with the RKO, and then picks up the title and points at the enemy side. And then Kennedy's like, holla, holla. I know it is good. You're right, but we've literally done it with these two guys before. Could there be some sort of number one contenders match?
Yes, probably.
Should we just do Orton Hardy, Jeff?
Yeah, I like that. I dig that.
Could also do Orton Lashley, Bobs. Could also do Orton versus Henry, Mark, Strongest, Man.
Fatal four-way. Fatal four-way.
Shit, Fatal four-way. They could do the again. I feel like we have done that a lot on Raw, though. Multi-man number one contenders match.
Yeah, probably fair. I mean, yeah. All right. In my opinion, Randy Orton comes out and he talks about how he's got to get back the WWE title.
Hold on a sec, because if we're doing the number one contenders match, I would just have that happen. I wouldn't do an angle to set it up personally. I think it'd just flow better if we just boom. Okay. Tonight we're our main event is this.
Yeah, okay. I like Orton Hardy though.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I'm fortunate because I think Bobby Lashley deserves that spot. I think Mark Henry would be the better pick out of all of them, but I think you're probably right that it should be Hardy.
All right.
Okay. What I mean, I want something for Bobby Lashley to do then.
Lashley can fight somebody.
Yeah, that's a great start. Who is that somebody?
No, man. The Big Show.
Nope, done that already.
Have we? I don't think we have.
Oh yeah, we definitely have.
Joe Lashley?
I'm certain of it.
Oh yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Literally 2 months ago.
Listen, man. He's always around. He's always available. He's the easiest
That's
thing.
That's why he's already done everything.
Real. Bobby Lashley fought Manu.
I mean, it's not awful.
We need the Sumaga Eminem shit to wrap up.
Probably, yeah. It's been going on for a while.
I don't even know.
Well, I've come up with a new opener that doesn't involve Bobby Lashley. But
all right,
we need to spin back to him by the end of the show. It's the walk of shame angle. So let's kick things off with DMLS. As in Charlie, Shelton, Regal, Manu, and Cody.
Oh, damn.
Out in the ring. And I don't know if you remember this, but they're awaiting Charlie Haas, Ted DiBiase, to come out and apologize to William Regal. Or he's kicked out of DMLS. Do you have any ideas for how you want this to go?
Shit. Ted will refuse.
Of course. Well, let's not skip to that though. There's so much more we could be milking before we get to that point. How are DMLS going to be in the ring at the start of the angle? What are they going to be doing? How are they going to be dressed? Is there any speech? Is there any setup?
They're all just in the ring, and then Ted DiBiase's music hits. That's how Raw opens.
My brain is screaming they're all in suits, but that doesn't quite fit DMLS.
That's so funny. They literally look like the fucking mafia. Like,
yeah.
What the fuck?
Maybe does Regal even want this?
I don't know. I doubt it.
Maybe the show can kick off and it's all of DMLS except for Regal and obviously Ted, and then Charlie can do the thing again where he's like, in DMLS we have respect for wrestling, and respect is at the core of what we do as a family. Hold on.
Yep.
Hold on a second. Yeah, respect is a core of what we do as a family, and it's really important that we keep up that respect, and you need to earn that respect over time, and that's why it's important that you're respect for the older generation, for those who have earned it, is the most important. And that's why respect for guys like William Regal is important. And so once again, Charlie Haas, I am demanding that you. I say I keep. I don't. Yeah, thanks. I am demanding that you come out here and, you have respect. That you apologize to William Regal. Otherwise, this relationship is untenable. Otherwise, we cannot continue with our project, and you will depart. And then,
he will depart.
Yeah, feel free to edit the verbiage or do the speech yourself. God damn, what am I trying to say? Then Regal can come out. Then Regal can come out. God damn. And say, you know, this bullshit, you know, this isn't necessarily about respect or I don't know, word this. Basically, here's Regal's like, this kid's got balls while I can fight my own battles. Ever since I've been in this stable, I've tried to teach you the right way. And, you know, I can't, I don't know. I don't want Regal to go hard on Charlie and be like, hey, you're doing it wrong. But, like, I do want him to be like, hey, this is bullshit. Don't make Ted do shit. I kind of want this to be Regal being like, okay, you know, this is your stable, Charlie. You know, you've proved, and he points at the belts, that, you know, you're the guys, and that you know, your way leads to success. But I don't necessarily agree with what you're doing here, and I think that you know, our relationship has reached its apex anyway. So I think it's probably time that we go our separate ways. And then, like, Regal can leave, and then Charlie can be like, hey, if Regal refuses to take your apology, Ted, then I still demand that you come out here and apologize to me. Because TMLS, when you disrespect one of us, you disrespect all of us. And even if Regal doesn't want an apology, I do. Again, I can't put all that together, but I think that's the outline. I don't know if you can help me put it all together.
Yeah, so Charlie's there. He's gonna bring out William Regal first, and then they'll bring out Ted DiBiase afterwards. Charlie says his thing about, you know, you gotta respect people, motherfucker, and, you know, you're not respecting people, then you're not right for this group.
Sorry to interrupt, but I don't think Ted should come out until after Regal's fucked off.
Yeah, I mean, he's not out there now.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, okay. Sorry.
The way you said that indicated you got everybody out there and then he started talking to Ted or something.
Yeah, and Regal can say, no, because, fuck, I just had this.
Sorry.
Son of a bitch. No, it's fine. Fuck am I looking for here? Regal says no, because Ted DiBiase Jr. did what any self-respecting young man would do. Fuck, I swear I had something good, and then I was just like, no, actually, it's all kind of the same shit.
I think we got most of the Ted stuff. It's basically like, you know, it explains that people who've been in this business longer deserve more respect, and so that's why it hurt him particularly hard that you not just insulted, but attacked William Regal 2 weeks ago. Is unacceptable, and it needs to be remedied. Get out here. and then Regal can come out instead.
Oh, okay, I like that. Yeah.
And Regal be like, you and I have not always seen eye to eye, Charlie, but those championships mean that you know your craft. And even though I haven't always agreed with you, I have always respected you. I think I have taught all I can to DMLS in the period that I have been here, and that anything that I have left to teach is not something you are willing to learn. And while at first I resented that, I have come to respect it. However, what you're asking for tonight is not. Tonight you're speaking on my behalf, and that I cannot respect. I do not want an apology from Ted DiBiase. I want the opportunity to kick his ass. So, respectfully, I am going to decline and depart. And then he does that. He gets out of the ring and leaves.
Yep.
And then Charlie could be like, okay, well, I respect what Regal has to say. If you attack on one member of DMLS, is an attack on all of us. And as the leader of DMLS, Ted DiBiase, I still demand an apology. And then Ted DiBiase can come out and say, you know what, Charlie, you're right. You're right. I am sorry. I'm sorry I didn't do that sooner, because I've been stuck here as your lackey for the best part of the last year. I'm not a student. I'm not learning anything other than how to be a sniveling loser. Because that's what you are. That's what you've always been, Charlie. And just because you're sat there with your better and more successful tag team partner doesn't mean that you aren't still a loser. Time after time after time. So what gives you the right to try and teach the next generation? You know what? Me and William Regal may have had our disagreements, but at least he knows what it takes to be successful in this business. So you want an apology? There it is. I'm sorry that I stuck around for as long as I did. And he can slap Charlie Haas in the face and then run away.
Right. 6?
Yeah. Probably has to be 8, actually. As much as it's not going to do great for the angle. There's a lot of people coming down, and actually it probably has to be 10 now that I think about it, because Regal's got to come all the way down, Regal's got to leave, then Ted's got to come all the way down. Cool. Who did you give major success to in that angle?
The children. The ones who could use it.
I don't think Manu and Cody Rhodes deserve major success
How
in this
dare
angle.
you?
Sorry.
How dare you?
Also, we could give defeat to Charlie Haas, I feel like, in this angle. He comes off real bad. All right, graphic for the main event then. It's Hardy. It's Orton.
Here we
It's
go.
a number 1 contenders match. I want to do some sort of multi-man with our couples, but I don't know how we would do that. Like a 3v3v3 would be weird. Some sort of 8-person tag might be appropriate. I just don't know who the last 2 people would be, or who would be on whose side. Could also be a triple threat between
I was thinking
the
women's
genders.
Women's triple threat, and then the men all get involved, and we can push back this mixed tag idea to next week.
Well, the mixed tag's going to be on SNME.
Okay.
I mean, the actual blow-off mixed tag between the 3 couples. Yeah. If that's, I guess that's not what you meant.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, no, that was what I meant.
Okay. Because that if I just wanted to do that, I could just do that, right? That wasn't what I was pitching. Is just having the 3 of them go at it, because they're gonna go at it as the blow off. We needed something in the meantime as a holdover. That triple threat women's idea is good though.
Yeah, you want to do that?
I do. I guess, yeah, no, it's fine. I guess in the creation of that, in that graphic where we're like, tonight we're going to have a number one contenders match, we'll say that whoever wins it will fight Kennedy next Saturday. So by the point that this triple threat's happening, the SNME now exists.
Okay, yep.
Cool. All right. So let's do it. Women's triple threat.
Hell yeah.
Absolute banger triple threat, by the way. How long do you think you should go?
7?
Sure. Yeah. Sure. I guess it's just
win.
be the sports end finish, yeah.
Yep. Well, just, yeah, you know what? I know I'm doing this. Get him, Triple H.
And then, actually, that could be for the women's title.
I'm down.
Yeah, sure. Holy shit, women's championship match right here, right now. Whoa. After the match, yeah, just all chaos breaks loose. They brawl. Everyone brawls. And then after the brawling concludes, or in the midst of the brawling, Teddy Long comes out and says, "Holla, holla, players. I don't know what kind of Banana Republic you think we got going on here on Raw." That's Ted DiBiase.
I tried to mute myself before I sneezed there. My bad, guys.
No
it
worries.
Just didn't fucking work.
But we're gonna settle this next Saturday night in the main event with a triple threat mixed tag team match for the WWE Women's Championship and the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Now, I bet you're all wondering, Teddy, how's that gonna work? Well, quite frankly, I've got 3 words for you. Winners take all. Based. 5?
Yep.
Cool. Sick. Cool. It's time to figure out who Bobby Lashley is gonna fight, Tucker.
Nobody.
Okay.
Got him.
How many Bobby Lashley versus the New Breed matches have we done?
I imagine many.
I'm sure. But let's investigate. Don't know who you'd pick. Maybe Dolph.
All right.
Who are you gonna? He'd be his shoot name, Nick Nemeth.
Right.
Yeah. To be fair, not a lot of singles.
Yeah.
I mean, no singles. To be fair. Kenny Omega. I don't know what this guy's name is. You're a genius. Do you want to check the other guy as well, or? All right. I mean, we've never done the single stuff.
Yep.
How do we start it, though? How would we start it?
They 3-on-1 attack Lashley.
Yeah,
And
that's
then-
certainly a good angle. What's the motivation, though?
What do you mean? They hate Bobby Lashley.
But why now?
What do you mean, why now? Fuck him up. Kick his ass. Get him.
I want more than that.
Bobby Lashley's star continues to build quicker than their own.
Okay.
That makes them mad.
I'm seeing it. I'm just not sold.
Jeez.
Lead up to Bobby and Marcus for an SNME. That would be cool. Possible.
What the hell are we not seeing here?
What am I not seeing?
Yeah.
I'm not convinced that this is a compelling reason for these people to fight.
Oh, I mean, it's largely not.
Cool.
I mean, it's fine. It's acceptable.
Yeah, but I think we can do better.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I think we need to do better.
Yeah, I mean, again, let's see. Lashley could. The New Breed were all close personal friends of R-Truth's, and now he's gone.
Well, the New Breed were originally Vince McMahon's enforcers, but they turned on him, I think. Not originally, but they were at one point Vince McMahon's enforcers.
Right.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Unless my Shield comparisons have gone too far, and they're
No, you're right.
Corrupted my memory.
You're right. Oh, do you like that?
That they were close personal friends of R-Truth? No, I'm not loving that.
All right. Well, fuck. I'm tapped out, brother. That's it. That's the creativity gone.
Then keep thinking.
He gets roped into the Eminem stuff.
Okay, go on.
They're messing with monsters and stars.
Now they could call Bobby Lashley a monster.
Okay. They rope him into that. We get Umaga and Lashley versus Nitro and Mizanin at some point.
Why? One, do we have room to basically tell two concurrent stories with Eminem? And two, why would they go after Bobby when they've already got their hands full with Umaga?
Because they're dumb.
Yeah, okay. All right.
It's a chance for attention. Bobby Lashley's a hot property.
But then wouldn't Umaga just stop bothering with them if they leave him alone?
No, Umaga's got their scent now. It's over. It's over for them. He'll hunt them to the end of time.
Okay, give me the next 3 angles in this feud.
Eminem provoke Bobby Lashley by fuck. They get in his face about forcing R-Truth to retire.
Okay.
With a camera.
They being at this point
like
Nitro and Miz, because we still haven't resolved the Masters thing.
They're like TMZ at this point. We're gonna do that. We're gonna put a camera in his face and get our quotes. Then we can do fuck. hate the fact that I'm so troped out here because my brain is like, it's a cage match. Do something with a cage, Tucker.
Maybe Lashley should fight Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
Verbalize. Sounds like you're not enthused.
I don't know why they're fighting.
Over
Unless
position for the Rumble. Not like literal spot, but I mean like who's gonna be hotter going into the Rumble.
Okay. I like that.
They argue about who's gonna win the Royal Rumble.
Bobby Lashley has the discipline to get it done from his military father. And Jeff doesn't because he's on drugs.
I mean, I'm not sure we go with that angle.
All right.
Okay, to explain then, because you didn't see... Because we've literally just done it and Bobby Lashley's an uber babyface.
Understandable. So they're just fighting? Or...
Basically, I feel like there is enough of coherence to the idea that they're fighting because they both think that they're like the number one, the prospect to win the Rumble.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely open to more compelling stuff. Although keeping in mind that realistically we don't really have room to do a big blow off for anything we end up doing here. It is just a filler feud. In which case, I do think the Eminem stuff has legs. I don't back either of us, not just you, but me either, to coherently have Eminem feuding with Lashley and Umaga at the same time. Especially, to be honest, since we've barely been able to do the Umaga feud.
Yeah, I mean, fuck that thing, honestly. But
I also don't mind. I think the Newbury thing's really cool. I also think you're on to a motivation there somewhere. It's just about finding a motivation that we can like convey easily, and finding the angle. Like that's what we need, an inciting incident, and then we're off to the races.
What does Lashley do?
What do you mean? Like for a living, he's a wrestler.
I mean, in general. I mean, like inciting incidents require character to some extent for me. I can't just do it off of, or else you're just gonna be a guy who wrestles all the time. Like
yeah. So what do you?
Bobby Lashley is a disciplined guy.
He works out. He eats well. He travels around wrestling.
He should fight a fat guy.
He should fight a fat guy.
Yep.
Okay. Go on.
Somebody who does not take care of themselves.
Is Kevin Steen available, or is this a random...
I don't know. Good question, actually. Hold on here. Hey, there he is.
We could?
Pretty good.
Is this what you're pitching?
Yep, that's my pitch.
He fights Kevin Steen.
It's Steen now.
I feel like all your pitches for Bobby are leaning towards him being a heel, by the way.
No, okay. He's clearly in the right. He's in shape and looks good, and this other guy isn't.
Okay. Wait, okay, go on. I guess if you're committed to this pitch, I want to hear the rest of it.
Oh, God.
You don't have to be... We could go back to the drawing board. You can back down now. But I'm also here if you want it to be real.
This new guy shows up, and he says he's going to take over the company and kill all your heroes. And Bobby Lashley, being our own personal hero, comes out and says, you will fail because you are undisciplined and overweight, and you look like shit. And then that guy gets mad, and he tries to brawl with him, but Bobby Lashley wins because he's fit and he's in shape and he looks good.
What if we do half of that with Mr.
Kennedy? Okay. How do we do that?
Mr. Kennedy comes out and says, I'm going to take over the company and kill all your heroes. And Bobby Lashley says, you will fail because you're not disciplined. And I am. And then he beats him.
That's pretty heat. I like that, actually.
Okay.
With Kennedy, yeah.
Yeah, gotta wait 2 weeks for that though. So, but at this point, we can stop thinking about what things for Bobby Lashley to do in terms of like a story, and more about what's Bobby Lashley gonna do tonight.
What if he fought, I don't know. What if he fought Eminem?
Couple squash matches. Squash matches isn't a terrible idea. We could just fight the New Breed for 2 weeks. Like, he could fight one of the tag boys here and then lose. Maybe lose. Don't know about that, but he could lose via shenanigans. And then some sort of rematch next week in a steel cage.
Yeah!
Some sort of rematch next week where he gets back up. And for some reason, it's Mark Henry.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I like that. That's kind of fun.
All right, cool.
Hell
or maybe
yeah.
it's DMLS. Either way, we'll figure it out next week.
Yep.
Okay, let's sell Mania tickets. Let's hear from... Oh, sorry. Let's hear from Jeff Hardy, who says that last week he came up short, but tonight he has 2 opportunities, because first of all, he has another chance at becoming the number 1 contender, but second of all, he has a chance to get revenge for his brother Matt Hardy. My brother Jeff Hardy. My brother Matt Hardy, who Randy Orton put in the hospital.
True.
Yeah, so this is very personal for me tonight. So I'm going to channel the essence of my brother, and all of the audience will act through me as I suck in their energy and ascend to a greater plane. And once again, that greater plane is the WWE Championship.
Awesome.
Cool. 6.
Shit.
I feel like we can't script Jeff Hardy, by the way. I feel like if we tried, he would refuse. We'd have to either cut the segment or air it as is. We wouldn't get a choice to do anything with it. Bobby Lashley versus Dolph Ziggler.
Yep.
Do we? I think the story demands that Ziggler wins via shenanigans here. But I'm sure we could think of something where Lashley can win. Right? Maybe Lashley wins and then all 3 New Breed members beat him down after the match.
That's exactly what I was thinking, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that then. 3 minutes. Actually, before we commit to this, I do think it's good. I think we could just brush by. I think we were leaning towards a new direction for New Breed, where they weren't like shitbags. They were, defenders of justice and protectors of the oppressed. They did protect somebody recently. It was Regal, right? From a.
Oh yeah, but that was from respect from the Elijah thing. At least
yeah, okay. I'm down to say that was all that was is that they liked Regal and they're still an asshole to everybody else. I'm down for that.
Yeah.
These 3 as a babyface tag team would be pretty heat, though. Just saying.
Sure it would.
We have too many babyfaces, though, across the entire company.
Real.
I refuse to
Oh,
book
see what's
heels,
free this week.
and I've beaten you down. You used to be the heel man.
Here we go.
3.
Yep.
Okay, so back to the pit of despair.
No.
What's the Eminem Umaga angle this week?
Oh, okay, that's easier.
Yeah, it is, to be fair. To be fair.
Okay, so we found they saw Chris Masters' body on camera. He's dead.
And no, they saw the camera get knocked over and destroyed. Okay. Yeah.
So where is Chris Masters?
Eminem don't know. I guess I don't know how fucked up you want to get. My instinct is that he got beaten up by Umaga, and then like he got like. Okay, I'm gonna say this, but I'm gonna add context immediately afterwards. Hung up in a tree. Now, not by his neck, in like some sort of like hammock, but like he's stuck there. So like he got beaten up and bloodied and like hung in the tree, but not in that way.
You're telling me they didn't lynch him? Is that what you're saying?
That is exactly what I'm saying. They did not do.
Umaga fucking lynching people. Hangman Umaga. Okay, I like that. Should they find him? Should they just stumble across him?
We need to find some way of getting to the Miz versus Umaga. I don't know if that happens this week. Like, I know the match doesn't, but I don't know if we can get there this week. But we do need to get our way there because your stuff is still based around Umaga fighting the Miz.
Yeah.
And I like that stuff, and I think we should do it before we finish up this feud.
We find Chris Masters, we cut him down, and the Miz says, "I know what I must do."
Umaga! We're coming for you!
Yep.
Cool. And then next week, it's just the match. He loses, and then we can build to the rematch where the cool stuff happens.
Yep.
The Demon Miz.
Yes, these guys are, like, comedy goofing around and shit like that, and then they just come across, like, where he's hung up like a tree. And they're like, oh.
Oh, God. I think selling, your instinct with selling is the correct instinct. And acting, I would use for this.
Maybe somewhere in the background of, like, the tree line, Umaga's there.
Umaga.
He's so scary.
I'd go acting on the boys for this. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. I think this is a cool angle. Four.
Yep.
All right, we're top of the hour. We've basically done all of our feuds.
Yep, it's over.
It's literally over. Do we have a hometown hero return to make a speech?
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. Yeah. There is a speech. It can work. He's just a long way out to the next time he's going to wrestle.
All right. Well, we don't have to.
But it could work. He could set out his intentions right now. It's hard. What's your instinct? Because I'm really torn. What do you think?
My thing is probably leave it for now.
Okay.
Just do the hot stuff and then, yeah.
Okay. What else are we going to do here then? R-Truth should probably not be here. I don't know how exactly we want to do that, though. We can figure that out later. He's ice cold, by the way. One thing that's coming to me when looking at this is I've got a lot of later angles that I'm happy to go through with, but we do need something hot here.
I guess it's Sean.
I'm down if we can't think of anything else, but let's give ourselves a little bit longer to figure. Like, you love the Big Show. Is there a fun big? Is there some sort of Big Show feud we could start here?
No. Nope. Nobody's available.
Jonathan Coachman, Teddy Long friction.
Oh, yeah, I guess that was the thing we were doing at one point, wasn't it?
We've teased it. It could erupt here. I don't know why it would erupt here.
I don't know either.
It could. Tommy Dreamer. He's very hot.
Okay, who's he fighting?
He could challenge the Big Show.
We did that. We've done that like twice.
He could challenge Steve Austin.
We've done that.
He could challenge Mark Henry.
There we go. There's an idea.
It sounds like you're about as enthused about that as I am. Do we have anything we can do with Mark?
Mark Henry comes out and he says he's tired of all these white people getting him down. And Tommy Dreamer comes out.
Defender of the white man.
Defender of white people.
Can we scroll down a little on this analysis?
Yeah.
Wait, Adam Mahoney. That's not ball. Okay, cool. That's not balls. Balls Mahoney. I guess I don't like doing an angle we've both decided shouldn't be done. I understand it's kind of our only option, but I still don't like it. But I guess we have no choice. It doesn't sound like either of us are coming up with anything else.
I've got an angle.
All right.
Fuck, it's unfortunately a match.
It could be a match.
It's not an angle to start.
As long as it's a big match, I'm down.
Okay, well, you're not gonna say it's a big match, so
I'll hear. Look, I'll hear it, Tucker. Let me hear it. It's okay.
It is Mark Henry, JTG.
Walk me through what's happening.
Mark Henry is gonna beat up JTG real bad.
Yep.
He's gonna hurt him. And Crime Time are going to pursue legal action.
I like it.
And we will force Mark Henry to retire for his negligence. Until it is revealed that Crime Time is faking the injury.
I like it. I think we should do it. I think as another layer, what if Mark gets DQ'd? What if it's George Hackenschmidt?
Okay, yep. We're here. We're all on the same page here.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know if it's like a full, but it's like Mark basically clearly wins by stoppage, but because of like the ref giving him specific instructions, the ref decides to throw the match out instead.
I like it.
Okay.
3?
Yeah. Mark's gonna lose by DQ. Domination's correct though. Well, I get what you're going for there, but Mark's actually just doing everything he would normally do. He's not like enraged or anything. He just so happens that the ref's taking a very liberal interpretation of the rules here.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
JTG stunt bomb.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, baby. All right.
Drop him on his head.
Hell yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's pretty reasonable, Mark. You give him everything. And then he's still going to be pissed. We're going to say yes, and we're going to pay him lots of money. Unless you want to consider changing the angle. I just think it's fun. I think this is fun enough to pursue. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine that way.
Cool. And I like your angle. So here's two things I've got from this. Hopefully we'll remember these next week. They will pursue legal action. We'll have some sort of long-term interaction between these two guys, or these three guys. But also they pay George because there's this thing that people don't realize that WWE in most contracts has a win bonus. So what they've managed to do is that they've got their win bonus, and then they've paid a small percentage of that to George. And so they've made a lot of money off that match.
Fucking good.
Yeah? Like?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Right. Unfortunately, Crime Time were one of my filler angles. I was going to put it later. But that's fine. I had more, but where have they gone? My head, it's gone. Let's check the analysis. Where have they gone? I'm sure I had more. Maybe it was just Crime Time. No, surely not. Can you scroll back up for me? Huh, maybe it was just Crime Time. How hard are we going with this Matt Hardy thing? Because you had, I think, jokingly pitched that the injury had left him somewhat broken.
I think we're going there yet.
You don't think we're going there yet? Because
no,
I think it is a good. It's a good direction. I don't think going like. Okay, so to be clear, actually, to clarify myself, I don't think we're going for that character. But I do think him being left with some sort of medium-term brain damage.
He's gone crazy. He's lost his mind.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So what if Amy Weber goes to the hospital and reports that he is in like a long-term coma?
I like it. I have the angle for when he comes back. It'll be lit as fuck.
All right, cool. I'm expecting him not to
play
be
it on the highlight reels forever.
Long? Is that?
That's good. That's
yeah,
even better.
for you?
That's what I want.
Sick.
We are going to celebrate Matt having such a timely recovery, and then he will do crazy person things and hit a fucking side effect on like Teddy Long off the stage.
Oh god, I love it.
Yeah, he's gone fucking. He's lost his mind.
I think that'll add a cool dynamic to the team, by the way, because I envision them staying together.
Yeah, fair enough. We'll see how far that can go.
Yeah. 2 or 3 on this. Still got the main to come. Oh yes, this is one of the angles. Oh yeah, now I've remembered both of the little filler angles I had in my head. Good. Ted DiBiase goes to William Regal backstage and says, "Hey, I hear what you said out there. You just want the opportunity to kick my ass. I respect that. Opportunity next week. You, me, in the ring. No sucker punches, no cheap shots. Just you versus me. What do you say?" Regal just nods.
Okay. Nice.
Cool. SmackDown Slam of the Week. Evan Bourne is the cruiserweight of the year.
Yep.
Armando Estrada talks to Manu backstage. And he says, "Manu, I just want you to think a little more about what we discussed in Hawaii. You know, this DMLS thing, it's been good. But from where I'm sitting, it has an expiration date. Once that happens, when it all falls apart, you know where to find me, huh?"
He propositions Manu.
2?
Yep.
Yeah. That's probably too long for the main. I guess let's have Beth Phoenix kill a woman. Sure, we might have a woman on the roster I'm willing to kill. What about Stacy, our former big push?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, down.
3?
Yep.
Sure. Mark Henry works out. No, we did Mark. Cool. We did Mark Henry this week. I don't think Big Show should just be off the show.
Big Show works out. Yeah.
What are we doing with Big Show? Big Show should probably go away soon, right? What's his contract at?
It's a good question. 7 days. He is gone. He's leaving. He's literally out of here.
I'm fine with that, obviously, but we didn't talk about that.
I didn't even know that was happening.
You didn't notice? Yeah, fair enough.
The game does a very bad job at alerting you of these things. If you miss the one notif, it's just boom, it's gone.
Yeah, so here, I don't know if you'll check this, but there is another really good way of checking this.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, we could still get him, to be fair. Go to the home screen. Yeah, and then go to quick diary. It's on the left. All the way on the left. There you go. So that's useful to check, I would say, personally.
Right.
Because I also didn't know Johnny Ace was leaving. But I'm also fine, unless we want to send him to do stuff in dev. But I think we just let him go, right?
Yeah, we're just letting him go.
All right. Are we letting Truth go? I think the answer is yes, isn't it?
Yeah, we probably are.
I was thinking maybe he shows back up on SmackDown, but I guess with his contract about to expire, it makes more sense to just let him peace.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
Okay. I'm sure he'll do good stuff wherever he goes.
Surely.
Okay, back to the show. I guess Big Show is leaving. I guess we don't have to put Big Show on the show then, unless we want him to leave amicably or not amicably.
Bye, Big Show.
If we want him to write him off somehow.
We do a 6-minute long bye, Big Show angle. Yeah.
Is there? Oh, maybe Teddy could fire him because again, we want to tell a little bit of an undercurrent of Teddy not being a very good GM.
So we are still doing that? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I still it's a lot. We don't want to go too overt with it right now because I think it's not going to really kick off much until the summer. So, but I would want him to fire Big Show for a reason, right? But I don't know what the reason would be. I'm thinking maybe we could meme it up a little. Big Show is eating at catering and he gets some he used to run a sushi restaurant, right?
Yep.
What if Big Show brings in sushi and it leads to somebody on the roster getting food poisoning?
Okay, we can do that. My thought was Big Show's in catering and Teddy Long comes up to him and it's like, you've lost the competitive spirit. I just want to sit back here and eat food all day. You're fucking out of here. I'm not having you bums on my brand taking up my spots and my money.
I'm totally down for that.
To a more deserving wrestler.
I'm totally down for that. If you want to go for it, we can go for it. My only caution would be, do we want to bury him on the way out? Because Big Show's not going to get a chance to respond to that.
He's not burying him. He's going to go to TNA. That's all.
Wait, what? I don't understand.
He's not burying him. How's he burying him?
He's saying he has no drive and he's fat.
Those are positive traits to some people, buddy.
I'm okay if you want to go for this angle. It's a good angle, but I just ask whether we want to bury him on the way out. I'm okay not going for the sushi thing. If you don't like it, we could just come up with some other way he fucks up. That would be my direction. Just Big Show does something minor that you shouldn't really get fired for, and then Teddy is like, "Fuck you, you're out of here."
destroys Teddy Long's personal bathroom.
By shitting in it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sure. I guess that's the middle ground. I still think it's a little mean on the way out, but very well.
How does that mean? I don't get it. He's a big guy.
Yeah, I guess. I guess it's just more crass than anything, which is fine. I suppose.
It is 07 WWE humor, brother.
Again, though, it's not the 07 WWE humor I think we ought to keep. But maybe,
how dare you
maybe
ask me to be better?
Maybe you enjoyed that. If you know, there are things that I've done in this series because I enjoyed them that I'm sure you didn't enjoy. So, if you think that kind of humor is funny, then it is era appropriate.
Big Show is big and fat and out of shape, and he trips and he falls through a wall and breaks Teddy Long's wall.
Why do we keep going back to doing things that rely on Big Show being like big and fat?
Because that's what he is,
it's
right?
Not big. You keep using the word fat and out of shape. What if Big Show just parks his really large car in the wrong space, or he's taking up 2 spaces, or something like that?
That's just him being fat.
It's not. It's not.
Well, it's his car taking up 2 spaces. I see, not him.
Yeah, he's got a really fucking large truck because he's like a 7-foot giant. And also, he likes big trucks. That seems very Big Show to me. Look, Big Show's your guy. I'm actually surprised you're so in on this side of it. But if that, I don't actually care. So if you think those pitches are better, then fucking go for it. I wouldn't do those, to be honest. But if you would go for him, you go for him.
Big Show. Big Show will get fired for killing R-Truth.
Is he actually gonna kill R-Truth?
He's going to choke slam him off a roof.
Okay. I think I'm seeing it. R-Truth tries to get back.
Did I lose you there? Yeah, I did. Or you lost me, whichever one.
Hello?
Oh, there we go. Cool.
I think I sort of see it. Is R-Truth trying to try and get into the building, and a Big Show's like, "You don't work here anymore."
Yeah, and we were friends for a while.
Wait, how does that factor into this? Why is he attacking him if they were friends?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I should stop. If you want to do it, you go for where your pitches.
We're not doing this angle. We're just not doing it.
Okay.
That's where I am. We're just not doing it.
All right.
I can't come up with anything good.
Just to say my piece, I think that there is a few ideas in there that work, and that I think that there's something worth doing here. But it's, again, if you don't want to do this angle, we don't have to do this angle. Okay. I do think that's a bit of a shame, but I get it. I don't even know what else we could do.
Melina will go to her stable.
Okay.
And chastise them for not getting involved in the triple threat.
Where is this going?
Fucking hell.
What?
No, it's fair. It's fair to ask.
Okay, the reason, so I'll explain, because the reason why I ask is not just random, is because in my mind, Melina replaced her stable with Elijah Burke.
Yes, that was kind of my point. It was like Elijah was there, y'all were not.
Cool. So where would you pitch this going?
Well, we could either turn the stable people face, or maybe coolers, like they could double their efforts to be evil.
Yeah, sure.
And we could do right, I've got a feud.
Okay. What is it?
Oh, this is so fucking disjointed and garbage. Whatever. Okay. We'll do. The Southerner people will be having a cookout in the parking lot. I almost said in the traffic. In the traffic. In the parking lot. Uh, and Tommy Dreamer, who lost last week to the new breed, and had to team with a young boy and Davari. He's pissed. They offer him some food, and maybe they make a joke about the fact that he's in sweatpants all the time. And Dreamer breaks a bottle over one of their heads.
Whoa.
Yep.
That seems like an overreaction.
Maybe then the Cowboys break a bottle over his head instead. I don't know.
Just do the original Dreamer thing. I feel like I'm not going to be able to, flesh this one out with you. I feel like you're just going to back down if I push too hard on this.
Yeah, I mean, or we could do, fuck, I don't know. Davari's leaving. Truth is leaving. Big Show's leaving.
Just do the Dreamer thing. I think there are ways you could make your angle work, but again, I feel like if we go back and forth on it, you're just going to lose confidence and just not do the angles. So just do it.
Fair enough, then. Where the fuck's this guy that I'm looking for? There he is.
Fighting, acting. You want to script the acting people?
Wait.
Dreamer's definitely the heel here, right? Just to make sure before we confirm.
No, he's
that.
the big baby face, buddy. You know it. Big baby face.
Okay. I guess some sort of bridge angle, and then we do the main event.
Yep, guess so. Rumble ad, I guess.
Sure. We're not, the main event isn't pre-booked yet. Yeah. guess it's gotta go 17.
Yep.
Then Orton wins.
That's some slow build it.
Yep. Chuck Open on there as well. Are Orton and Jeff in a story? Cool. Yep, looks good.
Let's do it.
Sure.
Yep. Pretty good.
Yep.
DiBiase is left DMLS. No one contenders match. This is pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, these three are great.
And we all brawl about it.
We can book in for SNME. Tommy Dreamer back again.
Hell yeah.
Titles are on the line, Tucker.
Oh yeah.
What?
Sorry, buddy. Game says no.
I'm distraught.
Game also says no.
I am distraught.
Game says no belts.
I'm distraught.
That is fucking annoying. Jesus Christ.
Unfortunate.
Mania ad. Jeff Hardy promo. Bobby Lashley beats Dolph Ziggler with a spear.
Hell yeah.
Newbury jump him.
This is pretty well.
Does, yeah. Next week.
Mike Pizzanen versus Umaga.
Main event in any arena.
Yeah.
Is this for Raw? Yeah, okay.
You're paranoid now.
Well, I am, because I don't even notice how the fuck I end up on the other screen, and it just happens. Like, I swear nothing is even different, and it just is fucking magic or some shit. I don't know.
A little bit of twin magic.
JTG beats Mark Henry. He did it. He did it. Oh, he's very badly hurt though.
Oh, my knee.
Matt Hardy's in a coma.
We booked this in for next week.
Next week. Hell yeah. Week. Strata Manu thing continues.
What is it about?
What is it about?
What is it about?
Beth Phoenix beats Stacey Keebler with a Glam Slam. Tommy Dreamer goes crazy. Just starts hitting people with bottles. It's fucked up. Main event?
Yep. Nope.
Main event?
Yep. Nice.
Hey, good job, boys.
Holy shit. This is really good.
Big RKO. Hell yeah. Orton's number one contender.
We could book it in. For SNME.
Oh, I see. And there's Raw.
There is Raw. The Mexicans will be pissed.
The Mexicans are always pissed. What do you want from me?
Fuck Mexicans.
Real.
Alright, we should probably reschedule that SNME and come up with a name for it now. For week 1 of... Well, week 1. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. It's time.
It's time.
Yeah, reschedule SNME here.
Events on TV. What do you think?
New Year's Rev.
New Year's Bash.
New Year's Bash.
Yeah.
We'll do Great American Bash later on, though.
Well, we don't have to.
How dare you? How dare you?
New Year Bounce.
New Year
Blast.
Day 1.
Day 7. No, day 6.
Day 6.
New Year's Navigation for the Future.
That's great. We don't have a location, but the fucking like New Beginning in Chicago.
Ooh, I like New Beginning in New York. New Year's in New York. New Year, New York. I can dig that.
Hell yeah!
All right.
New Year, New York.
New champ? Question mark. New Year, New York.
Shit.
New champ.
Awesome.
Cool. Then we'll do MSG.
Yeah.
Let's pay Mark.
Yeah, good call.
Pay him $500,000.
Yep. Still annoyed.
Acceptable. I think we can leave annoyed for now. Did JTG gain any pop? Because Mark lost like 4.
Yes.
Cool. Acceptable. Machine Gun. JTG.
Bang, bang, bang.
Holds a non-title victory over Mark Henry.
I was going to say his first win this year, but that's not true.
It might be his first singles win this year. It might be his first singles win in the company.
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not. He beat Roy Walker one time.
Of course. He's also involved in a Stevie Richards Battle Royal win, I see there. In 2006?
That must have been when Big Stevie was experiencing his youth, or whatever the fuck that was.
Well, with John Cena.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That makes some sense. Alright, we ready to get out of here?
I'd say so.
Alright. Thank you for watching. I hope you have all Who the fuck is that guy? Thank you for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. We will see you guys next time for the new year, 2008. Peace out.